I was writing a chemistry exam in my junior high in Montreal, Canada. I snuck in a transistor radio to the exam room. I was listening because we were frustrated and frightened.
More than 5,000 miles from Israel, Jewish teenager Moishe Kempinski was feeling the shock waves of the Six-Day War.
The world told us the next Holocaust was going to happen. Tel Aviv and Haifa were digging up mass graves. We expected the worst.
That fear spread across the border to New York, where Martin Oleiner lived.
All the troops were lined up, Nasser's troops. We thought we were losing Israel forever. We thought it was really a Goliath story. Nasser was ready to annihilate us.
Then something very different happened.
On June 6th, something miraculous happened that we really weren't aware of. The most powerful Arab army in the Middle East was the Jordanian Legion. British armed, British trained. They were in charge of the old city. And for some reason, till this day, no one knows why, they just picked up and left.
On the third day, Israel captured the old city.
So on my transistor radio, I was listening to a broadcast of a broadcaster, a correspondent running with the forces. Then Rabbi Goren decides to blow a shofar, a ram's horn. Thousands of kilometers away, blowing a shofar, the sound goes across the radio waves, across the ocean, into my junior high, into Montreal, and changes me forever. I knew at that moment, no matter what would happen, I would become a Jerusalemite.
Author and shop owner Kempinski moved to Israel more than 30 years ago. I talked with him near his shop in the old city's Jewish quarter, something that would not have been possible 50 years ago.
How has it changed your life? I mean, that's a pretty loaded question.
Not really. It's when I finally realized I'm not reading the Bible anymore. I'm not studying the Bible. I just became the Bible. When you realize that you're walking here is a fulfillment of prophecy. My child playing in the park 30 years ago, and I realized, you know what, maybe my son Yoni was the one that Zechariah saw in his vision when he says in Zechariah 8, there will yet be a time when old men and old women will rest on the streets and children will play in the streets of Jerusalem.
What has it done to present-day Jerusalem now when you look around and see, all right, 50 years have transpired, what you've just described? Do young people today appreciate that? You have, what, 6 children? 6 all served in the military?
All served in the military, and all of them very much appreciate it. In addition to that, it gave them the eyes to see everything in its real context. Construction booms, cranes that you see all over the country. You suddenly realize they aren't construction cranes. They're the words of Amos 9 being made physical. I will rebuild your ruins. How is God going to fulfill prophecy if not through construction cranes? When you realize that every physical thing you see, every brick you see, every building you see being built is actually God speaking to the world saying, wake up, I'm doing what I said I would do. Are you going to be part of this plan or are you going to fight it?
And for the future?
You said earlier, thank God. Is that literal? Thank God? God watches over Jerusalem, you think?
I think there's no question that Jerusalem is the city of David. God has watched over Jerusalem for millennia. For 3,000 years, this is the most important city in the world.
I think what is going to happen is there's going to be more negativity, and there's going to be more people realizing God's on the move. I think what God is saying is no more am I going to be known as the God of history. I'm going to be known as the God of now. Open up your eyes, watch it happen. I'm on the move. That's what's happening. God's on the move, and everything, but everything is possible.
What about the dividing of Jerusalem?
A, they can't do it.
Yeah.
B, my response is I come here every morning, open up my shop, meet with people, have coffee in the center of the world, and know that I'm supposed to be here and will continue to be here till the end of days.
Scott Ross for CBN News in Jerusalem.